3. Let me hear you say KO. Competition can't move me. Wrong's one thing, you won't prove me. Bruce Lee, rhymers take a slug through your front two teeth. 1, 2, 3. Let me hear you say KO.
YouTube, what's up? Kilo, MaddenStudents.com. Bringing you guys part 2 of the Joe Gibbs Mini-Scheme, free Joe Gibbs Mini-Scheme. Right here in this video, we're going to be taking a look at the entire jumbo wing formation, all the plays that I use from it. Like I said in the first video, guys, the audible set that I use is mostly runs because most of the passes that I use are actually already in the quick audibles. So we're going to take a look at the first one, which is trail. And you can see here we got, a little tight end on the trail right out of the backfield. What I like to do is I like to fade that outside tight end. And I also put the running back on a wheel, which I just forgot to on that particular example. But you want to fade that tight end and throw the running back on a wheel route. Now, over on the left, we have a little out route. That's great if they're playing, like right here is cover 0. I probably could throw that out route if I so chose. Or, anytime they're in cover 1 or anything like that, that little out route is nice. Other than that, pretty much what we're doing is we're reading the right side of the field. We're going to take a look to see if it looks like that fade is going to open up. You can usually tell pretty early if it will. If it does, we're going to throw that with an inside lead most times. If it doesn't, then we're going to go ahead and give a quick glance to the flat to see how the running back's looking on his wheel route. And then finally, we're going to come inside of the trail route because the trail route, you can actually throw it in multiple points. And you can throw it open in, a couple different ways. You can lead it down and inside to pull him down away from the linebacker. You can lead to the right to keep him, outside away from an inside linebacker. I mean, you can throw that little trail route multiple different ways. So, really a solid route, guys. And this is probably the pass play that I call the most from this formation, just because I feel like the protection from it is good with the extra blocker, and I feel like we have, multiple routes that are going to be very difficult for the defense to pick up all at the same time. So that's why, we run this the way that we do. The out route, like I said, doesn't get a whole lot of burn. Once in a great while, I'll throw it. If you see it open, or if it's something that they're just continually giving you, though, please feel free to hit that out route repeatedly over and over and over again until they start taking it away from you. Because them guarding that kind of opens up the whole right side of the field. So it's definitely something that, we want to try to make them account for in an effort to, abuse the backside. Now, when you run this, you can also, I don't think I do it in this video, but you can also throw the trail route right out of the backfield. Real quick snap and throw with an outside lead. And he will, basically catch the ball and be headed upfield already. It's kind of a timing thing, so when you do it, you definitely want to take it to practice mode and make sure that it works out well for you and you get it down. Because if you don't get it down and your timing's off, you could easily throw into a zone and basically just, go ahead and give up an interception. So hopefully you guys like this play. Like I said, most used pass play from this formation for me. Most of the time, if I'm not running the base play, it'll be this play or the runs. I run the runs a lot from this formation also. Second play we're going to take a look at is tight end corner, and really there's no secret to what we're doing here, guys. We're just going to run this like bench, streak both inside tight ends, and basically you just want to pass lead either corner or streak, and simple stuff. I mean, this concept's been around for years. There's really nothing new or innovative about it, but it's effective and it remains effective. Pass lead has brought it to a whole new level of effectiveness, so there's no reason why we shouldn't go ahead and run it from time to time. So that's why it's in here. That's why we run it. Again, though, like I said, definitely not taking credit for anything like regarding this play because it's just bench. There's no secret to it, guys. Typically, what I'll do is I'll look to the streaks first, see if I can pass lead one like right off the line, or if it looks like they're going to get open downfield. And then if that doesn't work, then we'll look out to the corner routes, and you can pass lead those two ways too. You can pass lead them up and outside to get them deep behind the defender, or you can go ahead and pass lead them with a down and outside lead, which turns them into like an out route. The next play we're going to look at is the play action play. It's called play action flanker stretch, and all we're going to do is cancel the play action. We're going to streak that right wing tight end. Now with this play, we're going to be attacking the field vertically and horizontally. The streaks will push all the zones back, and then we have the slant, or the post, running underneath it. I like to throw that post with a down and inside lead, though, to turn it into a slant because the out route on the right side has usually done a good job of sucking down any zones out of the area. So that's typically what we do. If the streaks are open off the line, I will take them. And that backside streak on the left side is really like a last resort kind of thing. Don't really run it very often, but when I do, or throw it, very often, but when I do, Typically, I'm looking for either like a cover 1, cover 0 where you can get behind them and I can throw it with a high outside lead to get him, the separation he needs. Or if you get him in a zone, you can bullet pass it to the outside and he gets pretty good separation. And you just click on and make a catch. Like I said, not really the first thing I'm going to look for. I'm going to look, basically for the out route, the streaks, the post. Those are going to be kind of what I'm looking for. And normally I don't cancel play action, but I don't really like the animation with this play action. It's very difficult to cancel out of it with the right trigger and still have, a good throwing stance to get the ball out. So definitely want to go ahead and cancel this one. In my opinion, anyway, just cancel it completely and block him. And again, guys, that goes back to like one of the reasons that I like this formation so much is that the pass protection from it is really, really good. So now we'll go ahead and we'll take a look at the runs. Now, as you guys know, there's 2 runs in the audibles. We have the halfback counter weak, and we have the toss. And then we also have the quick run audible, which is the halfback smash. Now, out of all these runs, the halfback counter weak is the best one. Hands down, it's, in my opinion, one of the best counters on the game that I've come across. You just have so much, blocking going on that wing tight end really gets out there and makes a seal for you more times than not. The halfback smash is great if you see like a light line or a vacant B gap. You can go ahead and, if you need to slide protect, feel free, aggressive, or, block them in, block them out, whatever it looks like you should do based on the defensive line assignment. But if you see that empty B gap, there's no reason to not run it inside. And you can playmaker that to either side, left or right. The halfback toss, honestly, guys, it's not even really that great of a run. Nice fumble there by Demps. It's not even that great of a run. I'm not super thrilled with it, but it serves a purpose in the scheme as far as not allowing the defense to overplay the left side for the counter. So, I mean, as you can see with the toss, very rarely are we going to, take it outside all the way, just because the blockers just don't simply get out there. You know what I mean? Most times. Sometimes they do, but for the most part, they don't get out there all the way. So you want to just kind of like take it up inside the blockers and get what you can get. Now, does that suck? Yeah, it kind of sucks that the toss really isn't that great. But, and again, a lot of people say, oh, these are filler plays when they see something like that doesn't really work that great. And, I mean, in a sense, I guess people are right. Those are filler plays, but those filler plays actually serve a huge purpose in your scheme. I mean, if you're just running counter weak, counter weak, counter weak, counter weak, the defense is going to overplay that left side like a motherfucker and try to take that counter weak away from you. So it also helps to be able to run to that right side of the field, even if it's not that successful of a run, because it makes them think, well, you know what, the run to the right does exist. So it's important to mix them up, keep them going. Near the goal line, I love this toss because you just don't have as far to go, so you can get outside and get the couple yards you need. So if you're near the goal line, the toss is usually a safe bet, especially if the box is all stacked up. But most times with the run, we're going to be running either the halfback smash or the counter weak. And as you can see, I mean, the counter weak is it's a phenomenal, phenomenal counter. So I hope you guys enjoyed this jumbo wing scheme. Next video that's going to be coming up is going to be the bunch right free section of this scheme. And, we'll get that one up probably within a day or two. So make sure to check out www.MaddenStudents.com for more tips, tricks, strategies, and more. And by the way, adjustments are in the description. Peace.
1, 2, 3. Let me hear you say KO. Competition can't